This is some of the questions that I get asked frequently. How to price your upsells properly. And I'm going to talk about my exact strategies, how I do it. To give you a sneak peek, I use this strategy called U-shaped upsell. This is my screen right here. As you can see, this is my ClickFunnels account. There is my name on it, literally ClickFunnels, right? And I just refresh the page. Today we did $4,800. In the last 12 months, I've done $500,000. It's actually more than that, to be honest, because I have other account like WAP where the revenue is not here. All day we are selling low ticket offers, $18, $47, $67, and that's how I make money. And I have tested a whole bunch of different pricing. So without any delay, let's jump right in. As you can see, I have two screenshots right here, and this is from my funnel. So this is from December 1, 2025 to February 24, 2026, a little bit like more than 2 months, more than 3 months. As you can see, we have the sales page, order page, and then upsell 1, upsell 2, upsell 3, upsell 4, and then we also have upsell number 5, which is a BAC, which means book a call. All right, as you can see, the upsell conversion rate 61%, 39%, 34%, 26%, and that's insane because if you talk to anybody, 61% upsell conversion rate is just insane. That is unheard of. Okay, but we didn't get there, just overnight, like because we've been testing it for so long, and this funnel has already done actually over $200,000. During this time period, we did $90,000. So we know it works. I wouldn't have made $90,000. I was not making any money. That's a good volume enough to say that, okay, this is actually proven strategy that works. This is not like, hey, I spent $20 and I got 5 customers. That's not it. Like, this is actually what works. The way we do it and the way we realize that works is that the pricing strategy of upsell number 1 is going to be, let's say, $97. Upsell number 2 is going to be, let's say, $47. Upsell number 3 is going to be $57. And upsell number 4 is going to be, let's do something like 67 or 79, or you can even do 99 or something like that. So this is what I call U-shaped upsell. Why is it called U-shaped? Because of this. This is the strategy that we use. When you draw a line here, it looks like a U. It's kind of like this, okay? Basically, you start with a higher price and then you go down like massively, and then you can now keep going up. So it's more like this. Why this upsell strategy? Why does this work? What happens is that as soon as they buy your product, as soon as they buy your front end course, 27, 37, whatever they buy, right? That is the place where you can sell the next thing. You can sell something else. That is where you catch them off guard, because most people are not expecting to have upsells in the funnel, because most of the things that we buy online don't have any upsells actually. But when you offer them something for the first time, you can sell them a higher price. But once you have already sold them into something on a higher price, what happens is that now they don't have as much money because they already bought something. They bought the book, but they also bought upsell number 1. So they don't have as much money now. The buying power goes down. So you should always sell higher thing in the front, because that's when they have the most amount of money. The more they spend, the less money they have. So you should always have a higher, most expensive things on the upsell number 1. And then you're going to drop it. You're going to drop the price because their buying power goes down. So you're going to drop the price. And then you're slowly going to increase the price. And then if upsell number 4 is your last upsell, then you're going to have the highest amount of price on the upsell number 4. Let's say you don't have upsell number 4. You only have 3 upsells. You only have, let's say, 3 upsells, right? Upsell 1, 2, and 3. Then the upsell number 3, do 99 or do 89 or something like that. Do the highest price upsell on upsell number 3. The reason is that is the last chance you get to sell. If they don't buy, like if they say no, that's fine. But if they say yes, then you are going to add a massive average order value. This is an earnings per page view. The amount you make per customer is going to be high, and that is going to add to your AOV, average order value, which means if you have a higher priced upsell in the last upsell, you're going to make more money. Look at this, like we have $27 earnings per page view, and then we have $15, we have $13, and then we have $12. It's actually not a big drop. This is very, very consistent. For most people, they have like $27 and then it goes down to 15, and then it goes down to 5, and then it goes down to 1. I have seen that in some of the funnel. This is actually really good. And the only way you can do this is that you will actually have to lower the price on upsell number 2, increase just a little bit or similar pricing on upsell number 3, and then upsell number 4 being the most expensive product. So you're probably going to have like similar pricing, either, or maybe sometimes even expensive pricing on upsell number 4, because again, that is the last chance you get to sell. So you may just go all out. And that's a strategy that works for us. And that's what we have tested with hundreds of thousands of dollars in ad spend, $90,000 in revenue in this funnel. And I'm pretty confident it works. Like I haven't seen any funnel that converts at 60%, 39% upsell rate. That's an insane upsell conversion rate. I haven't seen anybody do that kind of numbers. The next thing that I wanted to talk about quickly is that your order bump conversion rate. Now, before I talk about order bump conversion, why $97? Okay, why not $27, $37? Well, that's up to you, because we are selling a $5 book. For a $5 book, $97 is a good upsell price. Okay, that's what we do. That's what we're doing literally right now. For a $5 book, $97 is a good price point. Okay, you can do $197, you can do $300, but your conversion rate is not going to be as much. For a $5 book, $97 is a good price point. And then from there, we lower it. We tested 47, 67, 37, 27. We tested different price points. $47 is the best, and then 57, and then go up to 99. But what if you had, let's say, $27 product? I have seen one of my buddy have a product that's like $23, and then he has a $197 upsell. So that's what I would do. Like, you would do something like $197, and then let's say you would do $67, and then if you have upsell number 3, then you would do, let's say, $79 or something like that, and then you can have upsell number 4 back up to, let's say, like $177 or something like that. That is a strategy that I would use for the pricing. But sometimes, depending on the offer, sometimes people just give away too much. They just give everything in their $27 offer. It's like so good offer, but after they buy $27 offer, they're like, there's nothing else to buy. Okay, I got everything else I need in this $27 offer. So depending on what you sold and what you have, the price gap is going to be different. If you give away too much, then asking $197 gonna be hard. Like, that's gonna be hard. But if you give away just enough, then you can charge higher, because now you have more things you can sell in the upsell. So that's why I do $5 product. What I do is that I have $5 book. What happens when you have a book? It's very, very simple. When you have a book, you can sell audiobook as an order bump. That's what I was gonna talk about. You can sell audiobook as an order bump. Most people have a course, training. They have templates as a $27 course. Once I buy template, once I buy training, I'm done. Like, I'm not gonna buy a book for $197, right? I'm not gonna buy a book for $197. So what we do is that we sell a book for $5, and then we have order bump, and that converts at 54%. So it's easy to sell a order bump for $17, $27 order bump, right? Make a really high quality order bump audiobook, and then converts at 54%. And that would add, again, extra like $2, $3, $4 to your AOV. And that's like simple, easy. But the biggest benefit of having a book and an audiobook is that, number one, is that you have people buying a book. Like, those are probably a good customer. Like, people who want to read a book are good customers. They're just good people. Like, and if they go through the book, you're gonna get good people in the back end. You're just gonna have good customers. Number two is that you have a whole bunch of things you can sell now. You still have templates, you still have training, you still have supplemental products. You're gonna do this, you may have this problem. Like, there's just so many things you can sell now because you're selling a book. And because it's a $5 book, it's cheaper. A lot more people can buy. So there's just a whole bunch of different benefits of why we do book and not a course or not something else. Because I cannot sell a book for $27. You cannot sell a book for $27, right? But you can sell a book for $5, right? So that's the strategy. That's what we use. That's how we price our upsells. And that's what we do for our order bump as well. Because somebody asked me, hey, what about order bump? So it's typically $5 book, $17 order bump. That's our strategy that has worked for us. And we are using that strategy on multiple of our funnels. That's how we make money. So if you like this video, let me know in the comments down below so I can make more. Bye.